So guys, welcome back to another video. We are now day 4 of the peak week, which is quite exciting. Day 1 of the carb load, so we'll see what my food is. I haven't been given the instructions yet. So we had fat load in for 3 days, only a moderate one, and then we've got carb load now for 2 days or 3 days out. So we've got today and tomorrow, and then on the day before the show, the Saturday, we'll just play it by ear. If we need more food, I'll have more food. If we don't, we'll hold back, and on the show day we're the same. I'm excited for it. Like, even though we're doing a more moderate, like chilled out approach, we're not going aggressive with the carb load because we still have a bit of fat to pull off. It'll be nice just to have some more carbs, and I'm hoping that it will shift some fluid as well, because I'm feeling the diet again. So like towards the end of pushing the weight and pulling the weight down, I was doing 15,000 steps in an hour cardio, low calories, feeling absolutely horrendous all the time. And then as we entered the peak week, we reduced fatigue to what is now 8,000 steps, not fatigue, we reduced expenditure to what is now 8,000 steps and no cardio. And I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling like I was coming out of deficit, even though food is still like 2,000-ish calories. And then as we entered the fat load, we reduced the carbs to accommodate for the extra fats. And then 2 days of training yesterday and day before, my last 2 training sessions, and they've wiped me out. Like, I feel like I'm in that trench that I was in last week. So I'm hoping it's just a carb thing, and I'm hoping I kind of come out of it nicely over today, but we'll see. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I need to do what I need to do for stage. I think I will, and then that's that. So we'll see what he says. But for today's video, whether I merge it with tomorrow's carb load, I don't know, like I said in the last video, so we'll see. For now, I'll just record a full day of eating. I've got nothing really to do today other than edit these videos, sort the house out before we go for the show, and then we'll head down probably tomorrow, the day after, and then that's it. So I'll probably catch you guys for meal number 1 and with an update of what I'll be eating, and then go over what I do, why I do it, water, all that sort of stuff, and we'll go from there. So I'll catch you guys for meal number 1. So we have the macros from the boss. It's actually more aggressive than I thought. I thought it'd be about 250 because it's a rest day and we're doing quite a conservative approach, but it's 375 grams of carbs today, which is lovely. We will split it across 5 meals. As much as I'd love to save it all for the end of the day and have a nice feast, we don't want to bloat. We don't want to ruin digestion. We want to be able to eat more tomorrow. So we need to make sure digestion's in check. That means we will run a little bit hungry throughout the day because of the carb spikes. I was right, we will keep normal foods today, and then tomorrow we'll introduce low volume, easier to digest carbs, just to ensure that we're fully not bloated at all for the show. But for now it can be normal. So a lot of potatoes will be going in, as you'll see. And that's that. So it'll be it'll be 75 carb per meal with 35 protein and 10 fat. The fat just to slow down digestion and just to keep it all in check. The protein, again, reduced a bit just because we know carbs are protein sparing, so we might as well save some of the calories there. And then I'll send some check-in shots for that day to the boss. So I'll show you this today. We'll just turn to a full day of eating because it'll be a bit more exciting than tomorrow's. Well, we'll see. If tomorrow's higher, I'll show you that as well. So we'll have 5 meals. First one now at 7:15, so I'll have it every 3 hours. I won't introduce any new foods, and by new I mean things I haven't had in the past like 6 weeks, just because I don't want to ruin digestion again. So it will still be nice foods, and you'll see all of it today anyway. You'll see it all sooner than I will. But yeah, so meal 1 is very similar to what you've seen, but with extra things. So it's the normal tomato side, egg whites, eggs, or egg, and cheese, and then loads of potatoes. We've got 380 grams of potatoes on this. So I am very much looking forward to this. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to finish editing yesterday's video and get dressed, and then I'll catch you guys probably for meal number 2. Right guys, firstly, it's really, really cold. And it is cold, it's under 10 degrees, so I can say it's cold, not just prep. And I was really hoping that today would be nice and sunny, being obviously like not just a rest day, but like I've got nothing to do. I've got a bit of work to do, so I've got work that I can be doing, so I've been doing some of that. Clean the house. I tried to sit down and watch a bit of TV, but I just can't do it. I think I'm so used to being in prep now, I just felt guilty. Whereas if it was sunny, I could have gone for a bit of a walk, I could have gone and socialised. No one wants to socialise, either working or it's just too cold to do anything. But otherwise, that first meal was amazing. For me, it was 3 hours ago. For you guys, it's a few seconds. But it was really good. I'm glad I didn't have more than 400 grams of potato, because I think it would have started messing with digestion, and it didn't at all. I'm absolutely starving now. So I'm I knew it would happen, so I'm glad I had that bit higher fibre first meal, higher volume, just to kind of prepare myself for that, because now that the carbs have gone through my system, I'm just starving. So my second meal I will be having in about 10 minutes at my mum's house. I'm going to see my mum now. You'll see that meal now. So I won't record myself eating that, obviously. But that is literally a cream of rice meal, 80 grams, 40 grams away, 10 grams of dark chocolate and raspberries on top. That's the most bodybuilder meal you'll get today, maybe. I think it is. Very nice meal. Again, it'll go through me within about 5 seconds before I'm starving again. But I am spacing meals out every 3 hours. I'll then go for a coffee with my dad. I don't know where. It's not going to be outside, I can tell you that. But we'll go for a nice coffee, so that bit of caffeine will hold me over. And that'll be my last bit of caffeine today, because I don't want more than 2 servings. I usually have 3 or 4 servings of caffeine. Today we're trying to keep caffeine lower, just to relax as much as possible, just to reduce systemic fatigue. I want my body just to release everything, just relax. So I'll have 1 more coffee, nowhere too strong. And if it's somewhere like Costa where we know it's really strong, I'll probably just get like a decaf or something, which I don't want to do. I feel like I'm wasting money on decafs. I might get a decaf. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this meal. Everything else is the same. So my water today is the same. It's about 8 litres plus additional fluids. And then my salt is the same. 5 or 6 grams, I think I have a day. So 6 grams. Low salt's the same, everything's the same. So yeah, I'm going to go and see my mum and my dad. And then I'll probably catch you guys for meal number 3. So we are back. I went for a coffee with the family, and it wasn't just my dad in the end. It was half of them. But it was nice. It's nice to have a bit of energy and actually get involved in what they have going on in their lives other than myself. But that meal was 10 o'clock. It's now 1 o'clock. It was nice to fill the hole. And then about half an hour ago, I just went so hypo. Like I haven't had that for like a year. Like it was horrendous. So I'm still a bit anxious now. It's horrible, isn't it, when that happens? But that's the downside to introducing carbs when you haven't had them for a while. So I should have had oats, not rice. Which is why my next meal is baked oats. Doesn't look very nice because it exploded in the air fryer. I put too much baking powder in it, but the ingredients will be here anyway. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it before. It's not cooked all the way through because I haven't got time. So it's going to be like a half baked, half unbaked oats. Because I've got to go and get Faye in 10 minutes. So I'm going to enjoy this. But as always, like I said, the macros will be on screen. Hopefully this will get rid of that hypo feeling. And then other than that, all I'll be doing now is going for a shop. And we'll see. So I'll catch you guys for meal number 4. So I am just outside Sports Direct. Faye needed new trainers and I don't want to go in. Like, I've got a weird like prep anxiety where it's not too bad, but I just don't want to see people. Like we've just been to Asda. It was really, really busy. I've just been for another coffee with Faye. So the caffeine probably doesn't help the anxiety. So I'm waiting for Faye. I've got myself a Coke Zero, so nothing too exciting. That meal was really, really good. That's probably my favourite meal I've had, again, in a long time. It was better than anything else I've had today, so that's for sure. So basically, like, it was meant to be baked oats, but I was in a rush. It looked ready. I took it out and then realised it wasn't ready. The inside was all still liquidy. But it was like, I had to open it, so I had to eat it quick so it could cool down. And it was like some sort of weird pie. It was like a crispy on the outside and then this like, really nice filling. It was really, really good. So nice that I might actually have my last oats meal, which is meant to be normal oatmeal. I might have that as that, so we'll see. The thing that made it was the banana was very, very ripe, and I don't know if I've got any more of them. But yeah, so that's that. As you can see, all the meals are very, very similar in terms of macronutrients. That was really high fibre because of the weird like hypoglycemic reaction I had to the cream of rice, even though it's 2 hours later. It could just be because it was high carb, and I'm not used to the high carb, and I've come down from it. But it obviously wouldn't have been helped by the fact that rice is very quick digesting. So hopefully the oats were better than that. My next meal is it's not that fibrous, but at the same time it's not as bad as rice, or good as rice in terms of being digestible. You know what I mean? So I've got Coke Zero now from McDonald's. At the stage we have to make sure it's Coke Zero because I don't trust them anymore. They gave me a Coke the other day, but you can't taste it, can't you, when you use the Zero. So another prep buy that I keep buying as well is these. They're £1 in Asda, and literally I must go for one a day, and then I must go for a nice coffee a day. Like my prep buys end up costing me so much more than my normal buys. But that's that. So I'm going to enjoy this now. I'm going to go home, put the shopping away. I've got to pose the thing because he wants me to check in at 3 o'clock, because 3 o'clock is when I would well, that's when we're thinking I'll be on stage. So I'll take some shots for Finn when I get home, and then we'll have meal 4 together, which you guys will see. So like I said, it's a full day of eating, so I won't show you much else. The weather's really bad anyway, so we haven't done much. So see you in a sec. So we are back for meal number 4 now. I was going to say something I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I checked in with Finn, so I sent in the updated check-in shots, but we didn't manipulate water or anything. It's literally just me flat shots at 4 o'clock, just to see what I look like after 3 meals. He's happy with everything, so we're going to keep everything as it is for now. So I'm excited for food, and then I'll send him a check-in shot in the morning, and then we'll use that to dictate what carb load we'll have tomorrow. This meal I'm very excited for. It's a bacon and hash brown wrap, which I'll put the egg in, but I just wanted to show you how golden that yolk was. And I've got 150 grams of potatoes. And then afterwards, you can hear him screaming, we've got to take the cat to the vets because he's been bitten on the bottom and it looks infected. So he is costing us an absolute arm and leg. So he's a nightmare on you.
The second time he's been bitten on the bum.
So yeah, 2 hours to take him to the vet. And then we'll sort the house out. And then I'll get my last meal. So yeah, I'll see you then. So we are back again. It wasn't infected, the cat's bum. So the bite mark, it's caused like a little lump, which is like a little, I just thought sort of gunk building up in there, like almost pus, like a mixture of everything. You get like a spot when it turns to a boil. Because we've got the show coming up, and the vets are closed over the weekend, the vet said it's up to, you might not need antibiotics, but I don't want to have to come back from the show on this day of the show in order to take him to the vets because he's got an emergency infections in the city. So I thought, to keep it as chill as possible, we'll get the antibiotics. He just needs 1 dose a day, so while I'm at the show I'll get someone else to come in and give it to him. Literally pain in the ass. But that meal 3 was so good that I have decided to swap out my oats from now to another baked oats. And I've also put the apple. I've still got the apple. It's on top, I can't really see it. So I'll let that finish. It's got to wait like 10 minutes now. I've got to wait like 10 minutes now for it to cool down enough to eat it as well. I'm just starving. But that's that. If I remember to take a picture of it, I will. But I probably won't. And then, yeah. So that's the whole day. The macros are pretty much bang on. I think I'm 4 or 5 protein over. So I've compensated by going 4 or 5 low on the carbs. So we'll see how we go. Steps are done, everything's done. We'll look for something to watch on Netflix now. If any of you have any recommendations on what we can watch on Netflix, Amazon, whatever, Now TV, let us know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys for the next video.